Have you ever imagined what happens behind the scenes of one of the greatest sports ever? What was the player thinking about before that legendary moment? Were they scared or nervous? Netflix has made this possible with the new Netflix golf series, Full Swing. An 8-part series chronicling the PGA Tour's tumultuous 2022 was just released to the public. And like a lot of Netflix documentaries, it takes viewers inside places they couldn't possibly visit otherwise. Ian Poulter's bedroom closet, Jordan Spieth's private jet, Brooks Koepka's head. Such rare access is the production's notable strength, the source of precious player humanization, and figurative proof that the European Ryder Cup heroes put on their pants one leg at a time, just like the rest of us. Full Swing comes from the same team behind the hit F1 series Drive to Survive and a brand new tennis doc Breakpoint, and will similarly see viewers granted unprecedented access to players at the top of the sport. In recent months, Netflix has been putting a far greater focus on its sports content, and next in line is an immersive documentary series about the world of professional golf. Jordan Spieth, Brooks Koepka, and Rory McIlroy are among the big names to participate in the series, as the trials and tribulations of life on the PGA Tour are laid bare. Billed as an immersive documentary series, Full Swing follows several of the world's most renowned professional golfers across an intense season on the PGA Tour. The series includes a behind-the-scenes look at the most important events on the golfing calendar, including the Masters Tournament, PGA Championship, US Open, the Open Championship, and the FedEx Playoffs, with exclusive insight throughout. According to Netflix, it will give fans a chance to know the players through their wins and losses and witness what it takes to compete and succeed at the highest level in men's professional golf. Many of the most recognizable faces in the world of golf have agreed to take part in the series, including Jordan Spieth, Justin Thomas, Collin Morikawa, Brooks Koepka, Scottie Scheffler, Rory McIlroy, Dustin Johnson, Tony Finau, and many more. Golf has already experienced that phenomena to an extent thanks to the headline-grabbing controversy of LIV Golf. And the Rebel series is surely the greatest pulling point to the show for both existing followers of the sport and non-fans. Yet despite teasing the LIV versus PGA Tour turf war throughout its trailer, from Ian Poulter screaming in the locker room to chief loyalist Rory McIlroy taking center stage in a theatrical finale, those who tune in expecting 8 hours of inside the ropes insight into the battle, the will-he's, won't-he's, and the sly digs will be left sorely disappointed, at least at first. It takes 3 episodes for the Saudi-funded breakaway to get a notable mention with the ex-Ryder Cup favorite Ian Poulter, using his waning days as a viable pro, his role as a father, his personality platform, and let's face it, the money, as excuses for jumping ship throughout his segment. At one point during his episode with Poulter in the hot seat, the interviewer asks, "Straight up, are you going to live?" Poulter half scoffs and repeats the question. "It's a business decision," he says. "It's an opportunity, so we'll see." With that, the former fan favorite offers a half smirk and a side look as Big Bag Money by GIs plays. This is it. Here we go. All the speculation, rumors, backstabbing, war of words, betrayal, and anger is all about to get unloaded, only for the next episode to cut to the story of journeyman Joel Dahmen. And that's it. Full Swing dips its toe into the controversy here and there, but the Saudi breakaway is barely mentioned until the final episode. In fact, it almost feels like the series treats golf's biggest summer of melodrama as a nuisance rather than a springboard to guaranteed entertainment. And yes, admittedly at times, the PGA Tour's ceaseless battle with LIV Golf has felt more like a soap opera than sport, and members at country clubs across the world certainly wouldn't want their sport turning into a reality TV show. But golf also experienced blockbuster moments on the course last season too. Just take Tiger Woods' Masters return, for example, with the LIV saga and accompaniment. And after the year the sport has just had, surely they go hand in hand, but that's the compromise viewers have to make. With every stray to the juicy LIV segments, the series is quickly steered back on track to the safe storylines of the individual players. While the series fails to live up to its LIV hype, it does provide a never-before-seen view into the emotional roller coaster of life as a professional golfer, something which, even before LIV made golf more topical, was something that was calling out to be highlighted. From Jordan Spieth and Justin Thomas's friendship to the bleach blonde Brooks Koepka struggling with his steep decline from the peak of his career, to Tony Finau balancing his family of 4 children and a career, Full Swing tells the tale of what it takes to survive on the PGA Tour. Presenting an intimate portrait of 13 individual players, episodes hop from storyline to storyline, but not in golf's traditional order. With the series character-based, not calendar-based, the episodes don't necessarily focus on the sport's usual biggest chapters of the year, the majors. And even when they are touched upon, they don't appear in chronological order. The majors plotlines don't necessarily focus on the winners either. While Thomas's win at the PGA Championship does come in the first episode, it comes almost as a subplot to his and Spieth's frenemy relationship, while Dahmen's episode entirely centers around the same major, which he did not win. While this may be confusing for existing golf fans who already know the ins and outs of last season, it is in fact irrelevant to those with basic to zero golfing knowledge, which arguably is the whole point. Drive to Survive is responsible for attracting a whole new demographic of Formula One fans. And golf, a sport often seen as stuffy and old-fashioned from the outside, is dying for a new generation of followers. By focusing on the individuals rather than the game, it breaks down those traditional stereotypes and helps to make the players relatable. Well, some anyway. Others are exactly who they're perceived to be. And once the expectation of LIV being name-dropped every other minute dies down, the footage, storytelling, and unique look into a player's life on the road shine. What it does do well is take an individual and often isolating sport and create almost a sense of brotherhood. It contrasts the skyrocketing rise of 𝗚cie𝗹𝗱𝗆 alongside 𝗚𝗡𝗏's mourning of his career. It runs Dustin Johnson's decision to quit the PGA Tour for LIV Golf at his peak, alongside upcoming Mark Fitzpatrick's breakthrough major win, and introduces newcomers Mito Pereira and Sahith Theegala alongside each other. But just as the suspense to the plot lines we've seen dominate our headlines to hit our screens grows to an unscratchable itch, it finally delivers in the final episode. Aptly titled, Everything Has Led to This. The series culminates in the ultimate storyline, LIV versus PGA Tour, packaged up in the form of eventual defector Cameron Smith's triumph over McIlroy for the Open title last year. The McIlroy-focused episode covers the Tiger Woods-led only players meeting in Wilmington, Delaware, and Jay Monahan's announcement of changes. It finally offers some revealing moments with a bombshell revelation from the four-time major winner that players were blindsided by the mandatory elevated events from the commissioner. Cameras captured a private conversation between McIlroy and Andy Posner, PGA Tour's chief of operations, who asks about player reactions to Monahan's blockbuster news conference the day prior, announcing major restructuring and elevated events. McIlroy's late U-turn decision to participate in the filming dramatically aided the series, as without his leadership, authority, and fairy tale comeback win at the Tour Championship, it would lack any real firepower at all, never mind a spectacular finale. But as the final credits begin to roll, it still feels like an opportunity missed. Golf season can be a long grind, and even tedious to those with non-pre-existing interest. But for every low, there are just as many highs. Poulter wasn't wrong when he said Netflix has chosen a hell of a year to start following the PGA Tour. We have come to the end of today's video. What do you think about Full Swing? Do you think it's going to be a hit or a miss? Share your thoughts in the comment section. Do well to hit the subscribe button. Tap the bell icon to get notifications whenever we drop another mind-blowing video.